Welcome back. It's Jen from 2 Mile Tarot, and today I'm reviewing the Forager's Daughter Tarot. Okay. And this deck is an indie deck, meaning it was independently published. It was funded on Kickstarter back in like November, and I just received this deck in February, I think. So it's pretty new. She does have some extra decks that are for sale. I'll try to link all of that information below because this is a really great deck. The artist and creator is from Ohio originally and was the daughter of like hunters and foragers, and her deck is really inspired by that. It's all animals and flora from that area, which being in Pennsylvania, I related to that because we have very similar animals and flora as to Ohio. And I fell in love with this deck right away. There's no humans in this deck. It is all animals. Some cards are actually just a plant. But I'm really enjoying this deck. So let me get started here with what you can expect. Okay, so this is the box. And it's a pretty sturdy little box, nothing super fancy. And this tarot cloth did come with the deck as well for the first edition. I don't know if it comes with the deck now, if you would go on and get it later, but beautiful deck. Cicadas are a big theme in her deck. This idea of transformation and change, and all the seasons are around. So that was really nice. So let's get started here. In the book, really nice little book here. Full color pages. You have your index. This is she goes through the major arcana. You get the color. She explains exactly why she chose what she did. Some keywords and some meanings. She goes into great detail. I'm not going to read through this with you because just like my other reviews, I'm trying to make this kind of short and sweet so you can just get an idea of what the deck's about kind of quickly, and not listen to a ton of me reading what's in the book and such. But she goes into a lot of depth in the book about her choices and kind of the lifestyle she lived that made her choose what she did. So the book is fantastic. I really love that. Okay, so let's start with the major arcana here. Let's show you a few cards. Once again, I'm not going to show you every single card. Just going to kind of go through some of them. So this is the Hermit. Love that one with the lightning bug, firefly, whatever you call them. The Hanged Man. The Moon with the catfish feeling its way around. Her choices are really great. The Tower. The Hierophant. You've got a toad and the morals around him. The High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune. Strength, the Woodpecker. Definitely fitting, although strength isn't really about physical strength. Death. Okay, and here you see her cicadas that you'll see throughout the deck. Okay. And I really like this one, the Chariot. You have the thistle in there that represents the hardships, the difficulties. These birds fly long distances to migrate, and I love the imagery. There's so much to pull from in this deck. Really enjoy that. This is another great one. The Star with the cardinal, so that your hope, that kind of guiding light. Love that one too. Okay. The Lovers. Got your 2 dragonflies. Partnership choices. all the wonderful things that the lovers mean. All right, so that's some of the major arcana there. And this deck does have a really pretty rose gold edging on it, if you can see that there. It's really pretty, really different from what I've seen in the past. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a little bit of each suit so you can just kind of get an idea. So here we have the Four of Pentacles, the Blue Jay, the Eight of Pentacles. So you've got the busy bees all working together. The Nine of Pentacles. It's a cat, and that's catnip around him. She tells you that in the book. So he's living the life of luxury. And you've got your Ten of Pentacles. And she does explain every single animal and plant that is on these cards in the book and what exactly they mean. It's really well thought out. She definitely put a lot of time in here. Okay, so we've got the wands. So the Three of Wands. Hawk is sitting up there, envisioning his future, seeing all his plans unfolding. Four of Wands. Six of Wands. That one's just plants. And Seven of Wands. And here you've got the carpenter bees protecting their territory, standing up for themselves. Okay. So that is the wands. So next we have the swords, okay? The Three of Swords, Cardinal, got the Eight of Swords. So the rabbit is trapped, or feels like he's trapped. We've got the Seven of Swords. It's sneaky raccoon. It's a card of like betrayal and feeling like you've got away with something, sneakiness. So a raccoon is fitting for that because they're sneaky little guys. And the Ten of Swords. So definitely an ending here, but you can see the flowers around the fox here kind of representing from this ending, you know, there's a new beginning in that. Okay. And last but not least, we have the cups. So the Two of Cups, got your mallard duck pair, partnership. Three of Cups, I believe these are sunfish. You've got your Four of Cups. I really like this one in the symbology. These are like freshwater mussels, and they represent kind of being stuck in their hard shell, and they can't really go anywhere. So they're just not really taking advantage of the things that are being handed to them, and they're kind of stuck. And I loved her thought process behind choosing the mussels for the Four of Cups. And the Five of Cups, you've got the crayfish. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to show you the court cards from the Cup suit. And what is awesome about the court cards, you've got the Ace of Cups here, is she includes a moon in each one of the aces, and each court card will include a moon. So the aces are all new moons because, of course, aces are new beginnings, okay? And then for all of the pages, she has the crescent moon to represent the growing maturity. You know, the pages are kind of like that adolescent energy. Okay. And then for the knights is the waxing quarter moon. Okay. And that also is growth and maturity, because the knights are still kind of young, figuring things out. Then you have the queen, and the queen is the waxing gibbous, and that's for deeper understanding and emotional maturity, because the queen is pretty much, she has her suit under control. So in this case, emotions, she's pretty good with her emotions and helping other people with their emotions. Okay, and then finally you have the king, and all the kings are full moons, and they're representing the culmination, manifestation. You know, it's the last card in the suit. You know, it's kind of the final, you've reached your highest level type of thing. So I love that she incorporated the moon phases into all of the court cards and the aces. So you'll find that in every, let me see if I can find some more here, but you'll find that in every, so like you've got the Knight of Wands here. So he has the waxing quarter moon representing that growth. Okay, so every suit in your court cards and your aces, you're going to see a moon representing that. I just love how that all ties in. All right, so that's pretty much the cards. This is the back of the deck. Once again, it's the wings of the cicada that she's showing us there. The cardstock is pretty decent quality. It's kind of a textured cardstock. I've been pretty happy with it. One thing I will add, let's see here. This card is, it says the Nine of Swords, but it's actually the Nine of Wands. And I do read it as the Nine of Wands when I do readings. This was a mistake. You know, it's an independently published deck. It's the first edition. You're going to have things like this. So she's replacing this card. She's sending us all a new card. And if you do order this deck, I don't know how exactly that works. I heard something, saw something on her website about you could either order the deck and have it shipped to you now and she'd ship you the card later, or you could have her hold on to the deck till this new version comes in. But this card is a mistake. There's an error, and it should be the Nine of Wands, not the Nine of Swords. But still, love this card. Really love this card. So I'm looking forward to getting that replacement. Okay. So that is the review for the Forager's Daughter Tarot. Definitely love this one. Like I just showed you, there are a few little kinks just because it is an indie deck, and that happens, but she did such a great job, and the guidebook alone is worth it. I mean, it's fantastic. It is a little bit more of an expensive deck. I think it's going for $45 to $50 on her website. Not 100% sure on that, but totally worth it. I mean, this deck gives you so much to, you know, step into and look at. So many things jump out at you. The symbology, the choices of artwork, and the animals and flora she chose really are fantastic. So I definitely highly recommend this deck. I've been working with it for a little while. I've had really great outcomes with it. Definitely accurate, and especially if you're from, you know, kind of the Northeast or whatever, you will recognize these animals and these plants, and they will trigger those, you know, thoughts in you that, you know, are associated with them, because she really did choose them based on what, you know, growing up in this area, what would make you, you know, what you would think of when you see that particular animal or plant. So that's it for the Forager's Daughter Tarot. subscribe, give me a like, let me know what you think of this video, and have a good night.